Hello everyone, welcome to part 7 of this series. So here we are going to talk about mainly math equations in LaTeX and also how to write code in LaTeX, because sometimes if you are from computer science or some other domain, you may want to write some code or some pseudocode in the document as well, which will appear exactly as you intend to be in the LaTeX document. It should appear like that. So for doing this, the first thing you need to do is you need to actually import these two packages that will give you all the things we require. So this document, I've already given this in the GitHub link, and the link has been provided in the description of this video. Everything should already be self-explanatory, but still I will explain this very briefly. First of all, if you want to write some math equation inline, like with your text, then what you need to do is you need to write it inside this $2 symbol. Okay, you need to write everything inside here. So that is what I have done in these two occasions. So here I have written E equal to MC square. So square is written like this. Then I have also written some subscripts. For example, you can see AI, BIJ right here. So AI, BIJ. So remember that whenever you are actually putting two or more things in the superscript or in the subscript, you need to put those inside the bracket. That's the thing. Same way you can write a to the power I like this and b to the power ij like this. So I put this in the inside the bracket because there are multiple things in the superscript. That is why. Now, obviously, you may want to write these equations separately in like new line as well. In that case, the best way to do it is like this. So you can put whatever you want to write inside these brackets. So here it is written as a square plus b square equal to c square, as you can see here. You can also add fractions. So frac a, that means a should be above in the numerator and b should be below in the denominator. So a by b plus x to the power y plus 1. And you can also write square root or things like that using this command. Then you have summation and product. So for summation, you have to write sum. This is the syntax. I equal to 1 to n. So you can see sum I equal to 1 to n. That's it. And in the fraction, you can see that this whole thing is in the numerator. So it is in the first two brackets. Then 6 is in the denominator. So it is in the next bracket. Similarly, you can write prod. Prod means product, the product term, and this is sum. You can also write integrals, very simple, by writing int, and then you can write derivatives by writing frac ddx, those kind of thing. Then you can write matrix. So for writing matrix, you need to follow this syntax. So these things, they are actually column separator. As you can see, they are in different columns A and B, and this is row separator. So if you have one more row, then you would write this here again, and then move on to the next line. So that's the thing. Okay. Then you may want to use special symbols such as these. So they can be written like this. Then you may want to actually write an equation which has a number, right? Which has a number with it, and you can actually reference it using cross-referencing. As we cross-referencing, I've covered in detail in I think part 5 and part 4, mainly. So you can check out that particular part for this. So as you can see that we have to write this in begin equation and end equation. And then I have written the equation right here. And then there's a label associated with it. So you can refer to this equation using this label. For example, equation, then EQREF, and here is the equation reference, right? So if you add some more equations before this, maybe equation 1, 2, 3, and this is number 4, then here, when you write EQREF, it will become number 4 automatically. That is cross-referencing. So finally, let's talk about the code. So as you can see that I have written some code here. This is Python code. So as you can see that whatever I have written has appeared exactly as it is in the compiled PDF. Let's now try writing this outside of Verbatim. Let's just make this as a comment and let me write this. But this time there is no Verbatim. Let's see what happens. Let's do Ctrl F. So let's compile. Okay, I'm getting some errors. It's because, okay, let me see. Okay, this is being treated as a macro parameter. So okay, let me just forget about the example usage. Let's see what happens now. Okay, so as you can see that LaTeX is not taking into account our spacing and other things. It is just putting the whole thing as a line like this, which we obviously don't want. So you can imagine the importance of writing this thing inside verbatim. Okay? So you should use this verbatim environment to write the codes. So that is all about math symbols and code in LaTeX. In the next video, we are going to learn about how to use LaTeX templates, which is I think one of the coolest thing in LaTeX. Okay. So the link of the next video is also in the description. So please check it out. Thank you very much.